A group of inmates gathered around a black man's bed to abuse him. The man sees the scene and realizes that this is prison as well as hell. The man didn't want to be the next to be bullied, so he decides to find a support in prison. The man was out and about when he accidentally bumped into a black man. This movement attracts the attention of all the inmates. Once the man concedes here, he will never be able to get out again. So he put his best foot forward and beat up the black man. The guards came over and the man did not stop his attack. The man was punished by the prison guards, but he was also recognized by a gang leader. The leader invited the man to join the gang. Soon the man gets his first assignment, transporting contraband. In order to avoid a search, the man lubricates the contraband and proceeds to shove it into a hole under his body. The next day, the man goes back to the restroom and pulls it out. He has successfully completed his mission. The gang leader was very pleased with the man. The man thought he could spend a year in prison in peace. However, it wasn't long before the leader asked the man to kill a gang traitor. The man was at a loss, but if he disobeyed the order, he would end up in a terrible situation. Trembling, the man gripped his dagger and stabbed the traitor. The man completes his mission and is rewarded with a tattoo by the gang leader. In the prison, the number of tattoos represents the level of status. On this day, the prisoners in the prison suddenly start a conflict. In the chaos, the man found a prisoner preparing to sneak up on his fellow prisoners. The man immediately rushed up and finished him off. At this time, the prison guards also began to suppress violently. The inmates heard the gunshots and fell to the ground. Unfortunately, the surveillance captured the man's killing. The man's sentence was increased by 10 years. It didn't take long for the man to receive divorce papers from his wife. The fight completely ruined his life. In order to survive in prison, the man started working out like crazy. He also accomplished many tasks for the gang. Soon 8 years passed and the man's body was covered with tattoos. He also became the strongest man in the prison.